So this is the game Devil World. It has slight parallels to Pac-Man, as you can see off the bat, but let me explain the differences as we go through. So let me just start a game. Alright, so you get this, it says attack the devil's lair or whatever. You start off as this little green thing if you're player 1. If you're player 2, you start off as this little red thing. Objects right now is to collect all the pegs, but you can't collect all the pegs because you're not religious. You want to know why? Because you have no cross in your mouth. So as soon as you walk across a you know, I guess what I would call them little churches, but it's basically just a little cross on the mini-map or the screen, you can actually collect the pegs. So if you can't tell me that, oh, and there's ice cream, look at that. It's ridiculously terrible. Now, you know, it seems kind of fun at first, but it's, you know, really religiously overtoned. The screen will scroll, you know, that's probably the only challenging aspect of it, because you will get crushed by the edge of the screen and things. But you can't do anything without a cross. Now, look at that. I just had a cross and I can shoot stuff. If you didn't have a cross, you couldn't shoot things, alright? If you don't have a cross, you can't eat pellets. So, basically, you're useless without a cross. Now, please tell me that there isn't some sort of religious overtone there. Alright, and this is just stage 1. Alright, see, so I can shoot now, and the bad guys you shoot all have one eye, and they're all like, you know, I don't even know what to call them. They're just one-eyed things. And as soon as you kill them, they turn into little eggs, and you can eat them, but they just respawn even if you eat them. So it's not like it really does you any good unless you want to go for score, which, you know, I don't know why you would care about score in this game, because clearly it's trying to advocate religion. I'm not religious. I'll just put it out there right now. So, anyway, point of this game, first phase, collect the pegs, and all that stuff. Now, randomly, you'll just see ice cream appear and just you know, run around the screen, which is, you know, it's cool because, you know, I don't know anybody who doesn't like ice cream except for those lactose intolerant people, which are ridiculous. But you know, so that's so random. Why would you? Why? I'm not complaining because I like ice cream, but why? Alright, so that's the first stage. So you beat the first stage. Now the second one. There's nothing, but all you have to do is collect all the Bibles and place them in the devil square or whatever you want to call it. Now this game is ridiculous. Now the Bibles all act as crosses. You can't fire fireballs unless you have a Bible in your mouth. You're basically useless without a Bible in your mouth, and you're just trying to collect all 4 Bibles and place them in the thing, and that's it. What the hell? What? This game is messed up. Alright, let me just get this last one, and I'll show you what comes next. It is superfluously stupid, this next part. Okay, so the first part, you have to have a cross in your mouth, and then you can do stuff. Second part, you have to collect Bibles, and that's it. Third part, you just have, this is just a bonus stage, just purely bonus stage. You just have to collect little boxes that have a question mark. Okay, sounds good. Well, at least there's no religious overtones. Okay, this is boring. What the hell am I doing? Alright, so I'm getting points. Alright, nifty. I can get crushed by the screen. I'm dead, but I didn't collect all the boxes. Okay, so that was that. Alright, so that was round 1, and you go through all 3 of those stages. Now it's round 2, and you rinse and repeat. Get a cross, eat the pellets, can't shoot anything unless you have a cross in your mouth, can't eat anything unless you have a cross in your mouth. And then the next part, obviously, is collect the Bibles. You can't kill anything unless you have a Bible in your mouth. Yeah. And then ice cream just randomly just appears. It's, oh my god, I just can't even believe this game. I just can't believe it. I mean, can you? Can you believe this exists? And, you know, that's cool that fireballs can go through walls, but, you know, oh, so now here's one of the most annoying things about this game. If you're actually trying to play this game for whatever reason, like for a real reason, sometimes the pegs that, you know, the pellets that you have to eat are totally off screen, and the screen will not scroll to however you want. So I can't even get to these over here right now because they're totally off screen. And unless the game scrolls left or right, I can't even get to them. How do I make the screen move left or right? What? Oh my god. Oh, forgot about that. If you don't eat the eggs as they're going, it will respawn into a monster, a one-eyed guy. And if you eat it anyway, there'll be another one-eyed guy anyway. So they just respawn coming off the screen. Alright, finally I can move left and right, and now I can finally get stuff. So, yeah. And you can lose your cross. If you just walk around with it long enough without picking up another cross, you will just lose it. So you have to walk across another one. Ha ha ha! Pun intended. Alright, just beat that, and now I've got more Bibles to collect! And I just almost died because I was almost crushed by the screen. After a while, you get a different type of creature. Now those are the little devil creatures, so mini devils or whatever you want to call them. But okay, now I'm screwed. So, oh wait. Okay, yeah, I'm screwed. I died. So I mean, you know, the game is polished itself. It's just, I don't know. I really have an issue with the theme that they're trying to advocate here. Dead. Game over. And that's the game. You just repeat the same things over and over again. That's it. Alright, so anyway, we just took a look at Pac-Man and Devil World. And as you can tell, Pac-Man is the good old classic that everybody loves. And Devil World has a lot of religious overtones. Now, you're probably wondering how this game kind of got through the radar. Well, most of you probably have never heard of it before, mostly because it's actually just a game that was never released in the United States. And as I just recently found out, that it was because Nintendo of America actually had strict policies on having religious icons inside games. So, those of you who are in America definitely have never heard of this game before because it is just ridiculous, as you have just seen. I kind of got a hold of this game only because I have kind of this cartridge that was purchased in Asia, which might kind of be a bootleg, so yeah, actually let me just grab it and let me show it to you guys. Alright, so a lot of you guys might actually be wondering how I have a bunch of these really strange, obscure games. And they're cartridges that were manufactured, you know, out in Asia, you know, in certain places. And they tried to just pack tons of games into like you know, one little unit. So I have this bootleg cartridge here. It looks something like this. And it's kind of cool, and it basically just has a ton of games on it. Now, it'll claim it has 191 in one, and if you see a bunch of Famicom cartridges, there are probably a bunch of Famicom cartridges that actually have tons of games in one as well. I actually own some. That's for another day, though. So, anyway, there's actually a lot of different versions of certain games on this, but there's probably only about like 80 or so different games, because other ones will just have different variants. Like, there's a Pac-Man 2 on this, but it's pretty much just Pac-Man, but you move faster. So, and it kind of gives you this more of an unfair advantage. But, you know, it's fun to play once in a while, especially when everybody's drinking. But yeah, so that's how I have this Devil World game. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching Pac-Man and Devil World and the contrast between the two. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and, well, enjoy the games. Have a good night. I don't know. Whatever. This game's messed up. This game sucks.